Hi YouTube, today we're comparing Turtle Wax Carnauba Performance Plus Paste Wax versus Turtle Wax Hard Shell. Hard Shell is green and it's going to be applied using that applicator on that side of the hood, and the Carnauba Wax Performance Plus is more of a white, yellowish paste wax like Carnauba would look like, and that's being applied with this applicator on this side of the hood. Both being wiped off with separate microfiber towels at the end. So like we normally do, wax in straight lines across the hood and spread the product out evenly. This is a cleaner wax, so they both do. If you did have perfect paint, it is going to maybe polish it a little bit, so that might actually, you might see fine scratches, but on a car that already has scratches, you're probably not going to be able to tell. Hard shell is marketed saying that it can last up to 12 months. Love to see if you can do that. Highly doubt it though. But really the big comparison that I have, they both are very, obviously, they both seem very hard to take off. They're both they're a very hard wax in that aspect. Besides the color, they look about the same. They both go on very easily. Just make sure you've obviously washed the car. Make sure you wash the car before you apply any waxes, obviously. If you need to do the, rub your hand, the backside of your hand down the hood or any part of the car to make sure that you don't need to clay it. Because if you need to clay it, then clay it. Because your wax then won't stay on all the way. And you don't want to have your wax fail because you didn't do proper work at the beginning. Both boxes look about the same, and they're actually almost dry already. They both dry very quickly. Give it a minute, and then do that. So now I'm going to wipe off the paste wax. You rub your finger down the middle, and you can tell when it's dry. This is obviously dry, so now we're going to buff it off. Slowly buff it, don't apply much pressure to buff it. You don't want to put anything into the paint that shouldn't be there. Buffs off very easy. A little bit more works than most brands that I've used. Turtle wax has a uniqueness in that just seems like it's a lot harder to take off than most waxes. Alright. It looks good on this black paint. Also, make sure you wax in the shade, not in the sun. Make sure the paint's cool to the touch. You don't want to. You'll otherwise leave more. It looked like streaks. Like this was a little too much. This was too much wax. Way too much. That's also hurting it too a bit. So when you apply too much wax, that's probably what's causing it to buff off a lot harder. In my last test I did, this is the same Carnauba wax that I compared against the Mothers. And Mothers, let's just say, wipe the floor with this turtle wax. Both these turtle waxes are about the same price. They're probably like $4.50, something like that. But you're not going to find them normally in the same store. I don't know if the hard shell is older or something. It's just Now it seems like they carry just the Carnauba one, but I'm sure you can find both. And hopefully they're two different types of waxes, so they perform different. So next, we're going to do a water test. Alright, we're going to drench both of them. See how they perform. Wow. They're both performing very similar to each other. It almost seems like they're the same wax, just different colors. I wonder, it's probably what it is. But look at that. So the surface was clayed, wiped down with IPA, isopropyl alcohol, and then waxed. And then obviously washed first. But wow, they both be about the same. So in my head-to-head, I mean, jeez, wait, let's try it one more time. Right here in the middle, the median, you see it's a lot slower to react. This is where water hits it. Median again right here. See, that's the median. But overall, I'd say these waxes are literally the same. So whatever one you pick up, same thing. You don't have to worry about turtle wax and how it performs. So on this head-to-head, it's a tie because they're the same wax, just different colors. But I will do an update post to see which one does last longer, and that might be the deciding factor. But also, if you want to, I'll put the links in the description of where you can buy it. So, if you like this video, like, subscribe, and comment. And thanks.